Is everybody ready for a Froggy Friday? Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We have such a beautiful morning, evening planned for you. We have the one, the only, often imitated but never duplicated, Dr. Rosché Brown in the house. Come on, show some love. Show some love. Woo! Now is the time for you to get on your devices and say, "Where are you?" and bring people to this magical, beautiful, collective moment. Today is Friday, July 12th. My name is Reverend Barbara Samuel. I am co-spiritual leader along with Reverend Gwen Smith, who may or may not be popping in with us on this beautiful morning, evening, wherever you plan to be. We have a lovely day planned for you. We have, let me show you. We have Alfred in the house, and we have Flaminia going to step in for him. We have Michael going to do our meditation, and we have Christopher doing our benediction. And today we're going to be talking about check your pace with Dr. Rosché Brown. Now, you know Dr. Rosché Brown, many of you from the conference. How many of you remember her from the conference? Come on. Well, she remembers you. Yeah, Christine. Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, yeah, everybody. Okay, that's fantastic. So we're going to start as we do all things. We're going to start by laying that spiritual foundation for that thing that we call spiritual mind treatment. And I'm going to invite Flaminia to join us. And then following Flaminia, I will sing I Am Opening. And then Michael, you can just come into your meditation. Yes? Okay. Flaminia, please, please lay that foundation that we do.
Sure. Can you hear me?
We can
Okay,
hear
good.
you totally.
Okay, so join me as I close my eyes. I take a deep breath. A deep breath in and a deep breath out as I center myself in a moment of peace when I know that there is only one source, one energy, and one power that I call life source, that I call the breath of life. And in this moment, I know that we are the perfect manifestation of the one. We are all connected, perfect individualization, perfect expression. And I am so grateful for the joy of being here, for the connection, for the peace and the centeredness. I am grateful for the chance of being in this group together to listen to each other in this beautiful moment of peace, of insight, of connection, of centeredness. Stepping back into our center, into who we really are. And so with this peace, with this joy, I release my word into the law, knowing that this is already done as I speak. I release, I let go, I say thank, and I stay here in this moment of silence.
I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to release. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know.
And now I invite you to a meditation, a brief meditation. You can sit in a comfortable position, preferably upright, not forced in any way, just be as comfortable as you can. And we are going to do a mantra meditation. The mantra is some words that you're going to repeat in silence to yourself in silence. And it should put you in a vibration. And we are going to say these words. We are going to use this mantra. Pure love, I am. Pure love, I am. Pure love, I am. And we punctuate it with Om. So I will guide you through the first steps, then I'm going to be quiet and allow you to just go through it by yourself. And when the time is up, I will invite you to come back. So right now, let's take some 3 deep breaths. And if it's okay with you, you can, in your out breath, you can make a loud sigh, whatever is comfortable. In breath and out. In and out. Take a deep breath once more. I invite you to close your eyes. If you so choose. Just follow my words. Pure love, I am. Pure love, I am. Pure love, I am. Om. Pure love, I am. Pure love, I am. Pure love, I am. Om. Pure love, I am. Pure love, I am. Pure love, I am. Om. Pure love, I am. Pure love, I am. Pure love, I am. Om. Pure love, I am. Pure love. Pure love, I am. Om. Continue inside of this. And if your mind strays, just bring it back, gently back to the mantra. Pure love, I am. Pure love, I am. Pure love, I am. Whole. Now I invite you to stretch a little. Take a deep breath. And in that vibration, can be fully present a Froggy Friday. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, for that beautiful treatment. Well, you guys know what follows that. A beautiful treatment, a beautiful meditation. Flaminia did the treatment, Michael did the meditation. It's a time for us to come together in song, in voice, in one heart. You know what to do. We are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. We are a part of one another. We're born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one. We are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. And we are a part of one another. We're born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one key change. We are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. We are a part of one another. We're born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one. Let me see your spirit fingers. When it's all said and done, we are one, one. Oh my gosh. Okay, everyone, buckle up your spiritual seatbelts because it is my joy to introduce to you author, speaker, psychologist, just a mentor, a powerful woman, a powerful source and supply of goodness and love and life everywhere. Perfect demonstration. Take out those earplugs, plug in the seatbelt. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Rosché Brown. Come on.
Thank you so much for that great introduction. So I am so excited to see all of these familiar faces that I haven't seen in so many months. So I love seeing your faces and even just your names. I'm okay with just the names as well, because I just love just the spirit of what I had when I was in Kenya, and so I just feel like it all came back again. So I love this. So. Like Reverend Barbara said, I am Dr. Rosché Brown. I am also known as the doctor of rethinking, okay? Because I help people to remix their thinking so they can, I'll often say, so they can make money. Y'all see that money? They can manage their money and they can multiply their money. But on today, I'm not going to talk about money. I'm going to talk about remixing your thinking so you can have a new way of living. So if you want to remix your thinking, go ahead and put some spirit fingers. If I can't even see you, just put spirit fingers. I want to remix my thinking, right? If you know that you want to have a new way of living, I want you to do a little dig and do a little dance. Come on, little jig. Yes. Come on, I see you dancing. Yeah. All right, yes. Because that means I don't want to just stay the same person every single day. I want to continuously grow into something new. And so that's what we're going to talk about. On Monday, when Reverend Barbara, I think that was Monday, last week or something, when Reverend Barbara asked me to speak, I got really, excited about it. And I was like, oh my goodness, I get to speak on Froggy Friday. Like, yes. But I started to think about, what am I going to talk about? You know? And then I was reminded that we are at the half mark of the year, right? We have now done 6 months this year. And so something popped into my mind. It was like, in the beginning of the year, we often, have goals, right? Did anybody have any goals at the beginning of the year? Yes. You guys can put yeses in the chat. All right. I see some hands going up. And, I had a goal. I was supposed to lose some weight. I didn't lose any. I still look fly. Okay. Right. But we have all these goals often in the beginning of the year, maybe to save money, to do all these different things, maybe to grow in your business in some type of way. And so this is the halfway mark. And so you have to ask yourself and reflect, how far have I come? How far have I come when it comes down to my goals? If you didn't have any goals, where are your goals at right now? We still have 6 months left for the rest of the year. you know? And so if you guys did have some goals, yeah, y'all can go throw them in the chat. Let me know what your goals were. I'm supposed to write a book, you guys. I'm still writing the book. The book is almost on its way, right? But you know, I haven't finished it. My goal was to have it done before June, but it hasn't been finished yet. So it's time for us to reflect and start thinking about like, how can I hit that goal? And one way that we hit goals is really having a good vision of what does it look like when that goal is completed. Okay. I was listening to this lady, her name is Terry Savelle. And what she said is that, you know, she gave this picture of like being inside of a car. So anybody, all you guys visualize being inside of a car. Okay. Everything in the car is working. Now imagine it's pouring down rain. It's pouring down rain. And you realize the windshield wipers are not working. Okay. Are you guys going to drive? Tell me yes or no. Y'all can put in the chat, yes or no, you're going to drive. When you guys see the windshield wipers are like, you know, the windshield wipers are not working, rain is pouring down, right? So I got one no. What? Oh no, not driving. Okay, everybody saying no, no, right? But why aren't you going to drive? You're not going to drive because your vision is impaired, right? And so that when we think about our goals, we need to have vision of what does it look like, and we can't have an impaired vision if we want to move forward. Does that make sense to everybody? So one thing that you want to do for yourself, and we don't have time to do it within this talk, but I want you guys to, you know, I invite you, you know, after this talk to even take the time to actually envision what does it look like if I was to hit that goal? You know, what does it look like when I get that book done, right? You know, like what does it feel like? You know, who am I talking to about it? And oftentimes when I do this, when I do my vision exercises, I pretend as if I'm talking to a good friend of mine, right? And I'm telling them it's December of 2024, and I'm telling them how amazing this year has been, right? And I actually go into that vibe. Sometimes I even actually call somebody, right? And I tell them like, oh my goodness, girl, I actually did it, right? Like, and I actually feel what is it like, as if it's like a script in a play. You know, that I take the time to really envision what does it look like to actually make that goal hit. Okay. And what you guys notice is that I said that I talked to somebody. I call it like a prosperity partner, right? A person who can go in that world with me and envision what it looks like when things are complete. And when we're actually in that place of our lives, you know, we have a good prosperity partner, it helps us get there faster. You know? And so one thing that I realize is that, you know, we unconsciously take on the pace of those that are around us, right? So that is the name of the title of my talk, is check your pace. Check your pace. So go on this quick visualization with me real quick. Imagine yourself like going on a walk, right? You're just going on a walk. And when you're walking, have you ever been on a walk and noticed that you're with somebody who is older? Maybe they're older, or maybe they could be just out of shape. And you notice that you will slow down your pace in order to keep up with the attachment of that other person, right? And it's unconscious, you know, out of our awareness. We're not even noticing that we're deciding to slow down our pace, but we want to maintain the attachment, you know? Or on the other end, have you guys ever been walking with somebody who walks fast? Anybody been able to like walking with somebody walking super fast, like your legs hurt when you get around them, right? Like, you know, like, so you're trying to like keep up with that other person, right? When you're walking. And when that happens, you know, like you're starting to try to get up with that other person's pace. And so we do this unconsciously, right? We're not even paying attention to that when we're doing that physically. We're just taking a walk. Okay. So if we decide to unconsciously take on the pace of those people when we're doing it physically, imagine what you guys do spiritually, right? When you're around people, right? Maybe their faith isn't like that strong. And now your faith will end up getting weakened because you're in connection with them, right? What are you doing mentally? You know, so if you think about mentally, some people like are really positive, and when you're around that positive energy, it excites you. But have you ever been around somebody who was also like depressed and low energy, and you notice that you'll take on that person's pace as well, right? So we have to take the time to think about like, who are these people in our lives? Who are we, you know, taking on the pace of? Maybe it's also like, it could be emotionally, so think about it financially, how are you taking on the pace of those that are around you? And so I say check your pace. And guess what? It's an acronym, guys. So if you guys have pen and paper, you guys are going to write some stuff down. All right. So the first thing you're going to do in checking your pace is first, you're going to check the P. Okay, check the P. The P, it stands for people. Check the people that you are around. Okay, check the people you're around. They say that we are the average of the 5 people that we hang around the most. Okay, you are the average of the 5 people you hang around the most. Right? If they're positive, then you'll be positive. But if they're negative, you'll end up being negative, right? If they are struggling financially, you'll struggle financially, right? You literally will take on the average of the people that you're around the most. And so what does that mean for us? That means we should do inventory around who are we hanging around, you know? And are these people elevating us? Are they helping us to reach our goals that we have for ourselves? Or are they keeping us back from those particular goals? Right? And we have to take some time to really think about that. Like, who are these people in our lives? And what are they doing? Are they helping us or are they not helping us? Right? And when you're deciding, like, hey, this person isn't helping, a lot of people say, oh, I'm going to cut them off. I'm just not going to be around them anymore. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Right. But what we can do is we can stop giving as much attention and energy to that particular relationship. Right. It doesn't mean that you're no longer their friends, that you're no longer a connection with them, but you decide, hey, I just don't want to put as much energy here. I'm going to put my energy into a friendship that's going to elevate me to the next level. That makes sense for everybody, right? So often I even say, like, you have to care for them differently, right? Caring is casting attention and responsibility and energy, right, into that person, right? We make a choice to say, are we going to care for them? All right. Now, the next thing, not only do you want to check the P, right? This is another area of P, the people, but you want to check the places that you go, right? So even places, there are certain environments that we go into that actually elevate our energy into like moving forward. So even you want to check like the places, where do I go, right? So even the fact that you guys are on Froggy Friday, right? That means that you guys made a choice, give yourself a pat on the back. You know what I mean? Because you decided to put yourself in an environment, right, that is going to help you elevate to the next level. Okay. So you want to think about checking the people that you're around, but check the places. Additionally, you want to check the next P is practices. Practices. Okay. What practices are you actually doing on a daily basis that is actually helping you towards your goals or who you envision yourself to be? Right? What practices are you doing on a daily basis? Right? Are you deciding to do meditation, regularly, even by yourself, right? Without this, the need of the group, deciding to meditate and deciding to become more mindful of things. Okay. So that is the first thing, is checking checking the people and the places and the practices that you're around. Now let's go to the A, you guys, let's go to that. So the A stands for alignment. Alignment. Okay. And so I believe that we have like vertical alignments as well as we have like horizontal alignments. Right. So if we think about it, let's think about our vertical alignment. We've been talking about God, today. So always even checking, like, how am I, with my connection, with God? Like, am I connecting? Am I doing, treatments regularly? Am I checking in when I'm deciding to make decisions in my life? Like actually giving yourself that time to say, am I doing the practices that are necessary to be in alignment? Am I going in the right direction for my life? Am I checking in about that? Or am I just allowing life to just take me over, and just hoping that it works out, So you want to check, like where, like your alignment. But additionally, like, as I was telling you guys, think about your goals. You want to think about like even other people that are in your life that, could be role models for you to hitting those goals. Okay. Give you guys an example, as I've been talking about, like the book that I'm in the process of writing. And I have a good friend of mine who's also writing a book. Well, guess what? Her book just came out, and I was like, oh. it actually like motivated me, like, hold on, like I need to hurry up and get my book, done as well, But even it's like she now has become a somewhat of an example and a role model, to getting the book done. And what I recognize is that success leaves clues. Okay. Success, when somebody is successful in a certain area, it leaves clues. There's clues there that we can go ahead and check in with other people, and we can say like, hey, how did you make that happen? So if we look at our particular goals that we have in our lives, we can actually say, like, if there's somebody who's hitting that goal, if somebody is actually having, actually living out the vision that you have for yourself, you might be able to check in with that person, because now when we say that success leaves clues, it tells us that there could be other people, that they have maybe went through certain aspects of life that now they can teach you about it. And now you don't have to make the same mistakes they made. You can get there a lot faster by just checking in with them, and aligning yourself with that particular person, right? So as you guys think about your particular goals, whatever that was, like for this year, can you guys identify who is somebody who is like that successful person in that area that you guys can use to get some information around, okay? So you can get there faster. Additionally, not only, so we're going to now check, first we check the people. We now checked our alignments. The next thing we want to do is check your C, your choices. Okay? Your choices. Check your choices, right? Every choice that we make is either going to bring us towards our goal or away from our goal. Right? And why, like, when we think about meditation and we think about mindfulness, it's so important to slow ourselves down to make sure that we are actually making choices in our lives. Like, are you actually making the choice to say, hey, this is what I'm going to do? Or are you just allowing life to just do you? Okay. So let me give you an example of, like, even I said I wanted to lose weight this year. But when I decided to go get some cheesecake yesterday, some of you guys know what cheesecake is, but cake, right? When I decided to get cake yesterday, that was probably going away from my goal. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know if you guys go away from your goals sometimes too, but that was a choice that I decided to make. And that choice was not towards the goal of weight loss, right? That was a choice that I made that actually took me away from my particular goal. And so you want to think for yourself, like, every day, like, what kind of choices am I actually making? And are they bringing me towards where I want to be in my life, or are they taking me away from where I want to be? Right. Let's say, finance is a very big deal for me and something that I talk about often, so I ask people around savings, like, are you saving your money? And maybe people have these goals, like, I'm going to save and I'm going to hit certain goals. And then they decide maybe to go buy food versus deciding to make food at home. Well, that's a choice that you made, but that may make you actually like not hit your goal of savings, right? Because you made a different type of choice, So we always have to like take time to reflect on ourselves and say, like, what choices am I deciding to make for my life? Okay. And what choice? And so as we think about like whatever this goal that's going to be that you guys are going to hit by December, because I believe in you, because you guys have now decided to reflect and think about it again and say like, hey, I want to hit this goal. But what choices do you need to make on the plan towards hitting that goal? And you want to write those things down, and you even want to give yourself like a timeline on making sure that you can hit those particular goals. So I like to say, like, every month, hey, what am I going to do next to make sure that I'm moving towards my goal and I'm making progress towards my goal? Okay. So we want to make sure that we're checking the choices that we are making as well. Okay. So wherever you guys are at, you're going to say, I'm going to first check the people. Everybody say, check the people. Wherever you're at, say, check the people around me. Okay. The next thing you're going to say, check the alignment, like, let me check, like, who am I aligned with? And then I'm going to check my choices, right? So what choices am I making? Am I making choices towards my goal or away from my goal? And then here we go is E. So E is checking your expectations. Okay. Checking your expectations. Okay. Anything that we expect, we manifest. Okay. And that could be in the positive or that could be towards the negative, right? So we want to think about like, what are we expecting in our lives? Are we expecting like bills that we can't pay? Then that's what's going to happen, right? Because that's the expectation. In psychology, there is something called the self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that before. Anybody heard of that? Self-fulfilling prophecy? Some people have said yes. And so some of you guys may not know exactly what it is. But what it actually means is when we think about prophecy, especially when we think about church-oriented stuff, right? Prophecy means like foretelling the future. And usually when I give like an example of this, I like to give an example of like a child in school, because I think it's a very easy example for us to be able to understand and take in. And so if we think about like a child that is in school, let's say that child says they hate math. Because a lot of people tell me that they hate math. They always say, like, I hate math, but they love money, but they sure enough hate math, right? That's a big deal for people, right? So let's say, like you say, like, I'm going to fail my math class. Well, what that child has done is foretold the future. I'm going to fail the math class. We're just in the beginning. How do you know you're going to fail already? But what they start to do is they start to fulfill that particular prophecy that they have now given. So when the teacher starts to teach, they stop paying attention because I'm going to fail anyway. Why should I pay attention? Right? They start to do those things. Maybe when when it's time for a test, they say I'm going to fail anyway. So why study? So they start to show behaviors that are actually going to prevent them from doing well in the class. So at the end of the class, what's going to happen? They're going to fail. They're going to fail, and they are going to fail because they already prophesied that over their lives. And so you want to think about what are you actually like prophesying over your life that you're maybe not even paying attention that you're doing, Maybe you're telling yourself like maybe you've given up on whatever said goal that you made for yourself. Like, I don't know, why should I even try? Maybe you're telling yourself like, oh, why should I even try to lose weight? Why should I even try to save? Like you're deciding to not even make that goal anymore, right? Maybe you're too far off. So you've now decided like, I don't want to like, hit that particular goal. So you want to think about like what is like the statement, and we think about affirmations and affirming ourselves. What kind of statement do you want to be placing over your life? What do you want to start foretelling yourself? Like what prophecy are you going to start saying to yourself? So then you can begin to attract and start to fulfill that particular like prophecy. Okay. So I think I only have like 20 minutes. So I'm trying to be very conscious of time here, guys. So as you guys, are thinking about these particular goals that you are trying to hit this year, I want you guys to first, very important thing is to get that vision clear. I want you guys to get your vision clear. I want you guys to identify like who is that prosperity partner person that you're going to talk to and actually like tell them, hey, this is my vision, that I have by the time December ends up hits by December 2024. I want to actually start to say that. And then also I want you guys to check your pace. Right? Check your pace. So that means checking the people that you're around, checking like your alignment. Am I aligned in what I'm trying to hit and aligned with the right person to help me hit there? I want you guys to check your choices. And then I want you to check your expectations. Okay. So I want you guys to check your pace. And so I wanted to give an opportunity for like questions, but I wanted to get done in 20 minutes. I was like so specific with my 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, you've got time to share if you have something else. That's brilliant. I mean, you're on fire, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I 20 minutes. I'm like, let me stay. Let me stick.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
If you have more, and listen, we can start unmuting. Put your hand up if you have questions of Dr. Rosché. I see Leandra is here as well. Hi, Leandra. Good to see you. So there's so many things that I've written down here that are percolating in my mind right now. You talked about mental equivalence. You talked about, and just, I love all of it. Come on, you guys, you have something else you want to be sharing?
I just have a comment, right? I loved when you said early on in your talk there about looking at the people around you, and if there is someone that is not encouraging you, supporting you, sort of in the same pace or whatever, to not just cut them off. Because
Yeah.
so often I hear people say, oh, I'm just going to I'm going to block that person out of my life, right? I'm going to cut
Mhm.
that energy out of my life. And I've never really liked that. And I liked
Yeah.
what you said about, looking at them in a different way, like looking at
Yeah.
them with a new kind of caring, or a new,
Yeah.
or not putting all of your full energy into
Yeah.
that relationship, but not blocking it, right? Because I don't
Yeah.
think that serves us, and we're all one. So if I cut them off, I'm cutting myself off, or a piece
Yeah.
of me off. And so I really, really loved that you said that. Thank you.
I also
Yeah.
found it very interesting that we are the average of the 5 people that we hang around with the most. I knew
Yes.
that, but I have not heard that in many, many years. So it's beautiful to bring that back around again. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's why we have to really do an inventory around like who are we hanging around, you know? Because a lot of people, we don't even realize it. Other people are bringing us down. You know what I mean? They're bringing our energies down. In psychology, we talk about like transference and countertransference, and all of us experience it. But transference is when, like, you're with the client and you start to feel what they are feeling, and so, like, and we all feel it. Like, if you're with somebody who's depressed or somebody who's a complainer, and you all of a sudden you leave that person, you feel exhausted. You know what I mean? Like, that's transference that's happening in that time. And sometimes if we don't pay attention to that came from another person, we'll think it's us. You know what I mean? And we'll bring that into like our other like relationships, and displace some of that energy. So you want to be like, oh no, that was them. That's not me. That,
Yeah.
brought
So
that
it's
energy
really
in.
acknowledgement and recognition of it, like you said.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Anybody else? There's so
I
many
see
nuggets.
Paul. Our place,
Okay.
Paul. Paul.
Thank you, Dr. Rosché. I really appreciate this. And today I was just checking my pace, and you're talking too fast, so I had to like keep up, and that is good. I like it very much. Thank you very much.
If you need me to repeat anything, I definitely can. I'm naturally like fast paced. You guys can see people say extra, extra, read all about it when they think about me. So I'm very extra and a lot of energy. But if I need to like repeat anything, I can definitely repeat, any of the statements that you may have missed.
The one that I just wanted to ask is on the alignment.
Yeah.
When I get the first alignment with like the vertical one, the horizontal. Were you saying like keeping company, or please could you?
Yes. Yes. So yeah, a vertical alignment, but also we want to like align, like even with our peers. Horizontal alignment is like with the peers that we are around. Like, are they in alignment? Are they trying to move forward in their lives as well? So you want to check, like, of course, your vertical alignment would be, God, but also like role models, people who are around you. That's why I mentioned my friend who actually got her book done. You know what I mean? So she's considered like a horizontal alignment, as that she's like, showing me what success looks like in her life and how does she get there faster. And so now, like, she's giving me the steps that I need in order to get my book published as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any other questions? That's a great question, Paul.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you about my pace. Like, I like that. You're like, and you can slow down your pace. I heard it. Okay.
All right.
Anybody else? Stacy, you have a question.
Stacey? Oh,
Am I unmuted?
You are unmuted.
yeah, you're unmuted.
Oh, okay. I was just enjoying the talk and the comments, and just this morning, and I'm really thankful. I've been really busy. But just as a comment, I've been trying to lose weight as well. And I looked at I still want to hear about the horizontal. For some reason I kind of didn't catch that, but what I looked at is that there's so many times that you hear something like it's, you know, you need to do a lifestyle change, and I'm thinking I'm doing this lifestyle change, but really I'm doing a lifestyle change for a short amount of time, and then I'm going to go back and then I'm going to celebrate with, like, I love the Cheesecake Factory. I'm going to go get some cheesecake and some Alfredo. And so I really have not truly embodied. So checking the pace for me is, did you really embody what it is that you have chosen for yourself? Or maybe the C for me is, I chose something, but I really didn't choose what it is that I wanted. I chose to make a temporary lifestyle change. So let's call it what it is. And so I can pace up if I really check, what am I doing over, like you gave us the 6 months? In these 6 months, have I really began to look at what it means to have a lifestyle change and change my lifestyle? So that refrigerator has fruits, it has vegetables, it does not have anything that I'm not supposed to have in it. And I don't let anybody bring it in the house. I just proceed to get a bag and say, oh, here, you can have this for your house. So thank you. Wonderful speech today. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Stacy. Yeah,
Reverend
we have
Gwen,
to definitely embody. Okay, go ahead.
oh, sorry. Reverend Gwen had a great thing she added in the chat. She said, nothing is ever lost in the universe. Release the weight instead of trying to lose
Yes,
it.
we're releasing the weight,
Oh,
releasing it. I don't want it to come back. And Reverend Gwen, hey, you made it.
Is
You
there
made
anybody
it.
else? Is there anybody else who has a comment or a share or an ask or a thought? Did this evoke something in you? Well, Dr. Rosché, we are so blessed to have you today. I pray that you will come back and visit us again. Yes?
Yeah.
Tell us yes. I
Yes.
want to hear it.
Yes, I will. I can do more like money management stuff too next time.
Yeah, we love that. I love your energy. Of course, I match that pace, so I feed off of that. So I'm grateful for it. This is an opportunity too for all of you to check in with yourself over these next few months that we have until the end of the year, and ask yourself, what is mine to do? What is mine to release? What is mine to embrace? What is mine to expect? How will I align? What are my choices? And who are my 5 people? I'm telling you, I'm going back this weekend and I'm checking my 5 people. I appreciate you so much. You're a bright light. Your energy is contagious, and we value you. And we're so grateful you're part of our community. Thank you. Thank you. On
Thank
behalf of
you.
our Board of Trustees, Reverend Gwen and myself, we are so grateful for you today. Thank you. Now, friends, this is, don't leave, because there's a couple more things that we need if from you, if you are willing to share with us. One is, are you looking for treatment? Stacy, do you want to hook up with a practitioner in a room for a 2-minute miracle? You know, we have our practitioners who will all be staying while Reverend Pat assigns us to different rooms. If you're looking for that, put up your hand, raise your hand in the your Stacy's is up, just so you know, Reverend Pat. You can raise your hand on your little box here that we have. There we go. We have some hands going up now. And we also have a beautiful, so we have Najiri who has her hand up, Muthoni who has her hand up. And all of those practitioners, people who are practitioners, please stay with us. There's a couple of things that we get to do while we're together. And one is to celebrate the life that we are together, and that is by our offertory affirmations. So I want to invite all of you, while you've been muted, to unmute. Unmute, unmute, unmute. If you are in Kenya, you can donate via M-Pesa to the CSL Kenya. If you are in North America, you can visit cslkenya.org and you can donate there. All of your love offerings go directly to operating and doing exactly what we're doing here today. So unmute, unmute, unmute. I'm going to say a line and then you will follow me with energy, love, commitment. I am filled with the
I
energy
am
of
filled with the energy of
I am
abundance.
filled with the energy of abundance.
I'm filled with the energy of abundance.
I am willing to share my financial good with my spiritual community.
I am
willing
willing
to
to
share my
share my
financial
financial
good with
good
my
with my
Financial
spiritual
good with my
community.
spiritual community.
That was beautiful. It was like an echo, 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 echo. I loved it. That was really powerful. So our next Froggy Friday, let me tell you the date and what's coming up and who will be sharing. It is on Friday, July 26th, and our very own Reverend Pat Davies will be in the house. She will be sharing the love and shining the light that she is. So please, this is a beautiful opportunity for us
The
to come
lady that I'm working, I want to come do financial workshop for the kids. She has a workshop that she was doing this morning, and she wanted me to preview it. So
Oh, good question.
I think she
that's
needs
what's
to mute,
happening there.
or she, oh,
Are
Because
you
she's a
talking?
I think
psychologist,
she's
but then
talking
she
to the
also
class.
does financial workshops for
Well, now we
Ibele,
know what her
you gotta
plan
mute.
is.
I don't know if you can mute
So I was
other
trying to
people.
see if
I
she could
can't see who's
do like
talking. Who is it?
a mini workshop for the children here.
It's
So she
Najir.
invited me to see. I've never seen her, but
Ah, it was Abele. It was your Abele.
Yes.
Nigeria. Now you know what's coming. Maybe you could do a workshop for our kids, financial workshop, because I like that idea. Tag, you are it. Tag, you are it. Okay, Anastasia, her hand is still up in the air. Pat, Reverend Pat, can you also let us know in a minute after we have Christopher close with our benediction, who's going where? So stay where you are, friends. Thank you for joining us. It is our highest honor to serve and be with all of you here today. Christopher, tag, you are it. Sign us out, my beautiful friend.
Thank you, Reverend Barb. And so as we come to the end of this lovely, lovely service, this day, this night, I know that there is really no end, but just a continuation of life, of spirit, because spirit has no beginning and no end. And so spirit is ever giving, ever flowing in, through, and as each and everyone. And so as we depart, I know that spirit expresses itself continually as love, as peace, as joy, as supply and provision, as wholeness to each and every one of us till we meet again. And so it is.
And so it is.
And
Okay,
so it is.
practitioners, stay with us until we know who's in what room. And the rest
So
of
it
you,
is.
go forth and shine the love and light and blessings that you are. Dr. Rosché, you lit my fire today. I'm grateful.
Thank you.
Phony, you're in room 4.
Who's in room
There
4?
she goes. She's gone. She's gone already.
Okay.
Najira, you're in room 5. Should have popped up on your screen. There she goes, I think.
Reverend Pat, it disappeared.
Hey, Winnie, you made it.
Oh, yes, I did. I made it. But not the late, but I made it. Thank you.
Stacy,
Enjoyed the
you're in room
sharing.
1. Room 1, Stacy. It should have popped up on your screen. Breakout
Okay,
room
it did,
1.
but you know what? I went to it too early, and then I came back, and I'm not sure what's going on because it's not showing now.
It's not showing now?
Can you show it? Can you make it show again?
I'm going to try,
Okay.
but it will only let me move you to a different room. Go to room 2
And stay
Okay.
there.
and stay there, and I will
Well,
get
yes, I'll
Karen
stay
to
there
go
this
there.
time.
I went to the room. Maybe I was late.
No.
Who's speaking? Flaminia?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move you to a different room and just stay there, okay? You're going to go into room 6.
Okay.
Najeri, you're going to go into room 6.
Is everyone in their rooms?
Yes, it looks like they are. Yeah.
They go to their rooms for a treatment?
Yes.
Oh,
So everyone's
we actually get
covered,
treat.
Pat?
I think everybody's covered right now. It looks like it.
So does that mean everyone here can
They may leave if they choose to, and we could
leave?
stop the recording.
Let me do that. That would be very good.